Shit. This is gonna be fucking hard to explain. Oh my god. This shit looks so complex. Fucking 4:30 in the morning, bro. I'm tired as fuck. Yo, what's up guys? It's me, Shadow. We're back again for another tutorial video. This week we're going to be doing something a little bit different, something a little bit more specific. Instead of covering how to make a whole type beat, we're going to be covering how to make specifically like hyperpop guitar loops. You know, artists that come to mind when I think of hyperpop guitar loops, Brakence and Glaive. Mostly, those are probably the biggest artists that I could think of. Eric DOA, maybe Quinn sometimes, maybe Lou sometimes. You know, I don't know. Hyperpop is such a generalized term at this point that, like, I don't think it really fits the whole genre. But I think Glaive, Brakence, you know, you sort of get the idea of what I'm going for. So, but yeah, guys, basically for this video, it's going to be more of like a chill, like talking video. Yeah, you know, it's just going to be a more chill video. It's fucking like hella early in the morning. I stayed up all night. And I made this beat the other day, and I will be posting the full beat when this video releases, but I just figured the loop was too fire not to cover, and I didn't really want to cover, I didn't want to make like a Brakence part 2 video. If you guys want a Brakence part 2 video, comment below, maybe I'll make it. I'll consider making part 2s, but you know, this video, we're just going to be specifically going over how to make guitar hyperpop loops for people like Glaive and Brakence. Alright guys, so before we get into the video, oh fuck, I didn't mean to play that. So guys, before we get into the video, no BPM required. Whatever BPM your loop is what you're gonna want. I will say before I get into this video, I don't play the guitar, so if you're looking for a tutorial on how to actually play an instrument, you can just click off this video now. I'm not gonna waste your time. If you still want to stay, then, you know, you're always welcome to stay. But yeah, basically this is going to be more of a tutorial on how to actually like edit and manipulate samples that you get from other places to sound more hyperpopish, because it's such a new and unique sound that there's really no like loop makers for this like sort of genre. You're going to want to just find a sample right from any website that you go to. I go to Looperman. You can get a Splice account. You can go on YouTube. There's a lot of things that you can do to find guitar loops. My personal favorite is Looperman. And then you're going to search whatever you think is fitting. I think for this one, I might have searched like fucking Lil Peep. I think it was like categorized as a Juice WRLD loop, but fucking whatever, you know, that shit doesn't matter. Basically, just get a loop that you think sounds good, and then, you know, you're going to work from there. I'll play you what this loop sounded like before I made any edits to it. This is what the loop sounded like. Again, just so you guys will sort of know what we're going for, I'll play you what this loop is going to sound like afterwards, what we're going to turn it into after we do all the editing. The loop is going to sound like this. Ignore that little drop. That's what we're going to turn the loop into. Is it anything crazy? No, but I'm hoping, you know, this tutorial will sort of give you guys an insight on things you can do when you're creating hyperpop loops, because there's really a lack of videos for the hyperpop genre, and it's a fucking one of my favorite genres at the moment, and I want to put you guys on, and I want to help you guys who are just finding the genre or looking for more help in the genre specifically. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's actually get into how I made this loop and how you guys can make your own hyperpop loops at home. Obviously, you're at home. What the fuck am I saying? Basically, let's start with talking about things that you can do to make your loops, you know, saucier. So basically, I'll run you through everything that I did to create this loop. I'll basically recreate this loop live for you so you guys can sort of understand what I did. First thing I did in the loop is I took a little section like this and I cut it. What I did was I pasted it again, clicked up here, and made it unique. That's a function that you're going to need to know how to do in all of these beats, is make unique. That's the most important thing. That's what's going to let you create separate pieces of your melody without altering the original one. So basically, I made unique, right, and I placed it down. What I did for a lot of them is super simple. I just took it, pitched it all the way up, and reversed it. So it's going to, if I solo it, it's just going to sound like this. So guys, after you fucking reversed it, it's literally just gonna sound like this. But yeah, guys, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it in the same spot every time, and you're just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna paste it again, make unique, reverse, You're gonna find the same spot again, which is gonna be right here. Cut it again, paste it again, make unique, reverse. And then at the very end of the first half of the loop, instead of doing a little 1 bar chunk, you're gonna do a 2 bar chunk like this. Yeah, basically you're gonna repeat it for the second half of the loop. All right, so guys, basically that's gonna be the first part when we're making this loop, is just these little reverse parts. Basically it's super simple, but it just makes it sound a little bit less like organic and like really natural. You want it to sound sort of like glitchy and weird. So this is what our sample is going to sound like now that we have these little reverse parts in. It's going to sound like this. Now we have these little pieces of reverses. Now the second thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take bits of the melody out. Not a lot, but basically right after the reverse happens, we're going to take just this little like fourth of a bar out. We're going to do it right here at the very beginning of the loop, and then we're going to do it in the second half of the loop right here. Whoops. Then we're going to do it in the second half of the loop like this. Basically what this is going to do is just add little pockets for your loop. That's something that a lot of hyperpop loops have, and it's going to sound like this. You know, nothing crazy, but it's just going to create a bit of a pocket in your loop for other things to shine, because there's a lot of elements to hyperpop beats. Take everything I say in this video with a grain of salt, because basically what I'm trying to do for you guys is show you how I went about making this loop so that you guys can make your own loops. There's no equation to making these loops. You can do whatever you want. I just want you guys to take inspiration from this video and then apply it to your own loops, and you know, make your own beats, make it your own thing. You do not have to copy what I'm doing at all. I'm just trying to give you guys some inspiration and show you what I did. But basically the next thing I do is right after the gap, I do this little pan thing, and I'll show you exactly how I do it, right? So I cut another part of the beat out. I do the same thing that I did before, where I make it unique, except this time I make it shorter. I make 2 of them. I make the second one unique. We're going to reverse both of these here, and we are going to pitch them up an octave, and we are going to pan them left and right. So the first one is going to be all the way to the left, and the second one is going to be all the way to the right. Basically, this little piece is going to sound like this. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. And then, yeah, guys, basically what we're going to do is we're going to add those throughout our melody, too. I do realize now that I added the gap in the wrong spot earlier in the video. I'm sorry if I explain any of this in a confusing manner. I'm trying my hardest, but I'm really tired right now, and I just got this video idea, so I don't know how good this video is going to be. All right, guys, so some very finishing touches that we're going to do on this loop is right here. We're going to right-click, or not right-click, sorry, we're going to left-click at the top again. And we're going to do automate volume, and we are just going to do that because I mean, I did it in the original loop because I just wanted this little chunk to sort of fade off like this. I didn't want it to like linger behind. I thought it was like too overpowering. And then we're just going to take the little panned notes and we're going to lower the volume to around 50% because with panned notes, you have to be careful about how loud the volume is because, you know, it's being directly centered into a left or right ear, and if it's really loud, even if it's sort of quiet, it will sound louder compared to everything else in your beat. So I lower these little panned notes to 50%. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I did to make the loop distorted. You could take this so much farther than I did. You could take it less far than I did. It's all up to you and what you think sounds good in your ears. I'm sorry to all the people who are like really technical in the comments. You guys can hate if you want. I don't fucking care. I'm just trying to help some homies out. You know, you feel me? That's why I make these videos. I just like to help people. You know, I'm not the music theory guy or, you know, the super technical YouTuber. You can go to someone else for that shit if you want. But yeah, the only effects that I had you're going to want to put on most of your loops is just a little bit of reverb and a little bit of delay. The main reason I put the delay on is for these little gaps. So it doesn't just cut short. It will sort of linger like this. You hear that? So, you know, there is still a gap in the beat, but it's not completely gone. And the reverb is just to make it sort of sound more ambient, you know, and full. But for the most part, the delays turn super far down. This is the timestamp that I use for the delay. And the reverb is turned not as far down, but still super far down. That's really it that you're going to want to do for mixing. And yeah, guys, basically, that is how I made this loop. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate everyone that supports my videos. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a good day or night. Peace.